Alright guys, our head has just turned and our character is going to notice something and it's going to make them surprised. But when we get surprised, instead of just going from this straight up to surprised, we're going to do what's called an anticipatory movement. So ahead of doing that, the face is going to squish down and then explode into surprise. So think about how if you throw a ball, you don't just push your arm forward, you pull your arm back to push it forward. And that's kind of what we're going to do. So let's see what we can do. All right, first things first, I'm going to trace out the outside of the body here. I also want to think that my head's not just going to go down, like I might tip my chin down a little. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of just turn the paper just a little bit here. So my face is going to go down, squash down a little here. And when I do this, I'm going to have my eyes start to close. Because that's going to emphasize when my eyes pop wide open for the big surprised expression. It's going to emphasize that contrast between the closed eyes and the big eyes. And so I'm also getting my eyebrows to push down here towards the eyes. And I'm turning this part more into a frown here. There we go. Having trouble seeing some of the detail of the hair. You guys might have a better job since most are using a regular pencil. I am just in the habit of using this because it's easier for me when I convert my line work on the computer. I can just, I don't have to erase. I just ink it and tell the computer to ignore the red. It's a lot easier for the computer to ignore the red than it is for the computer to separate dark gray and black. All right, so this is drawing number 14. I want to just check that hair. It's pretty good. Just shows some consistency here. And I might make, oh, I did make a little wrinkle in the eyebrow, so that's good. Okay. So that's 14. I'm going to squish down one more time, even further. Now, I know this is hard to do, but I am giving you a lot more time than I'm taking. So I hope that you guys can figure this out and make something interesting. Squish. I'm going to turn the paper a little more. Oops. This is going to be my full squash. Eyebrows are going to come way down. slightly down curving, closed eyes. I changed the shape of the nose just a little to imply like we're looking down on it, so it's a little more severe of an angle. I know we've all got different drawing styles and abilities, so just do your best. Okay, that's drawing 15. Now to go back up. So we kind of led with the chin that time. That movement. And I'm going to skip ahead maybe. Well, no, I'll just do straight animating. One of the problems with in-betweening that we have in this class is that we don't have access to light tables for everybody or digital resources for everybody. So that's an issue. Hopefully we can rectify it. So I'm actually going back to drawing 14. And I'm going to use this as a reference for the head. Doing some slight changes. The hair is kind of pulling down where I had it kind of lifting up before. That's something called trailing action, where as the head goes up, the hair still wants to stay down, and as the head goes down, the hair wants to stay up, and it takes a second for it to follow behind the other action, or less than a second, but you know, it takes a little bit of time. I'm going to have his mouth start to shorten and open. And I'm going to change the shape a little so that the top lid is kind of leading instead of like more of a sleepy eye. His eyes are much too small, I think. But try and make them a little bigger so they match. And the eyebrows are going to kind of lead the action here. Oops, lost my lights. All right, so I'm leading into a big surprise face. So this is going to be drawing 16. And then I'm going to go back. Here, let me darken the body here. Then I'm going to go back to 13. So right now, we've done 3 today. I'm going to do 2 more. It's always good in animation to not overdo it because there's a lot. Now he is going to lean a little with his head and neck towards what's surprising him. So I might cheat the shoulder a little bit. And I might stretch his neck a little. probably noticed our animations are going pretty quickly, and part of what that is we would have holds more often than we do, which means we would have moments where when I do an expression, I would hold it for a few frames with very small changes, but that's a lot of work and it takes a lot more time. But any of you who are interested in kind of pursuing animation further on your own, or even like going extra on these projects, that's something you could do. Like when I turn to look, or when I'm blinking, I might have a moment where I repeat the same frame several times. And the truth is, animating by hand is pretty tedious. We get a lot of people come in and they're like, I want to be an animator, but they've never actually really tried to animate anything except for some like real basic animations using limited animation or sprite animations. And they come to find it's a lot more work than they anticipated. And then they just want to do character development and design, which a lot of people want to do. So some people, they start out wanting to do animation, but they end up realizing maybe illustration or something like that is a better fit for them. Here's drawing 17. Got one more to do. It will take you longer, but I'm at 12 minutes right now. And I expect 60 minutes of work from you guys. And you should be drawing while I'm doing this. I'm going to do a little bit of a hold on this one where it's not going to change nearly as much as he settles into his full surprise face. Again, I'm going to kind of cheat the body a little bit to the side here. I'm going to lean that head a little more even and stretch it a little more even. So you guys remember the bouncing ball that squashed and stretched? I can actually use that in my characters and walk cycles or anticipatory movements. If I've got a superhero who's going to smash something, I want to or jump, I want to squash him down, or her, and then have them explode. And here I'm going to really exaggerate this. My eyes are changing shape a lot. I'm letting the whites go all the way around the eyes. Because my nose is stretched out, I'm letting the tip lift. I stretched my jaw down a little more. Narrow the profile of everything here so it kind of exaggerates the verticalness of the whole thing. Okay, that's drawing 18. And I'm done for the day. I did my 5 drawings today. I've got 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So I'm going to take a video of the whole thing with the old drawings and turn that video in today for today's work.